I know it hurts all women to see our children trying to cross the sea, dying and being carried by the waves to the shore. Because right here in Africa, they couldn't find a way to survive and they tried to cross the ocean in any conditions possible. I've seen images that are very painful. And we want to change that. We don't want to see that anymore. And we believe that in Africa, we are capable of having our daily strength, of living with dignity on our continent. And who better than you? Who better than you to help us in this fight? It's a very difficult fight, very difficult from within Africa itself, even before talking about the imperialists who come to us. The struggle is first and foremost African, because among us Africans, we do not speak with one voice. We do not love each other, it has to be said. We need to be able to transcend these barriers that we have set for ourselves. We need to be able to unite. And I am counting on you women to help us unite.
Try to imagine this. Every child that will be born in this continent will be told, your duty is to unite the continent of Africa. There is one man right now who is trying to work hard to unite the continent of Africa. That man is Captain Ibrahim Traore. That message must pass through mothers, and that's what happened in Ouagadougou. My dear lovely family, brothers and sisters, those are African women and black women who gathered from 60 countries in Ouagadougou to meet with Captain Ibrahim Traore. Captain Ibrahim Traore told them they have a great duty to unite the continent of Africa. My dear lovely family, in this video, I'm going to share one of best speech delivered by Captain Ibrahim Traore, encouraging African mothers to be part or to be at the epicenter of United Africa. Before diving into that speech, let me ask you one thing. Why right now we see Ouagadougou or Burkina Faso, the headquarters of Africa? It's because of the vision of Captain Ibrahim Traore. We know the prophets may not come to pass. Have been saying this many times. Traore is not just a leader, Traore is a prophet. He came to awaken Africans. He came to bring Africans together. When the world turned against him by saying he's a junta, young people slept in the streets and say we are going to protect this young man. When our mothers, sisters, brothers, fathers in the diaspora said we want to go back home, they were told don't go there. Burkina Faso is a war-torn, but they said let us go and die in that war-torn. They went to Ouagadougou. When ECOWAS said we are going to isolate these countries, Ghana stood up and said these are our brother country. When African Union said this is not a good example for the democracy, Madagascar said that is a lesson for us. My dear lovely family, let me now share full speech delivered by Captain Ibrahim Traore in English. Then I'll come back to you to share my thought and to give a comment from the speech. Welcome.
Hello, my dear and beloved mother. Hello, my gentle and dear sister. And welcome here. It is an honor and a great pleasure to have you here. Although yesterday I wanted to be part of the celebration at the Sports Palace, unfortunately the schedule didn't allow it, but I think we were ably represented by the Prime Minister and members of the government, who came to show their support at the opening of this forum. And thank you for being here this morning so that we can share these moments of togetherness. I am also especially moved by your presence and above all by what you are doing. Entrepreneurship, the industrialization of Africa, I think beyond all that, what you are really seeking is Africa's independence. And who better than you women to help us? And when I say help, I mean it in the truest sense of the word. Who better than you to help us, the heads of state, to get Africa out of this situation? I say this because only you truly know pain, the pain of pregnancy, the pain of childbirth, and the pain that comes with bringing new life into the world. You know the pain and effort it takes in this world to raise a child, to nurture and guide them until they finally become an adult. And it truly hurts all women deeply to see the children they have brought into this world and not be able to provide for them in the way they wish. Maybe it is the only meal of the day that they are able to give their children. If a woman cannot find it for her child, she alone is capable of sacrificing everything so that the child is at least healthy and has the bare minimum conditions. And I know it hurts all women to see our children trying to cross the sea, dying and being carried by the waves to the shore. Because right here in Africa, they couldn't find a way to survive and they tried to cross the ocean in any conditions possible. I've seen images that are very painful. And we want to change that. We don't want to see that anymore. And we believe that in Africa, we are capable of having our daily strength, of living with dignity on our continent. And who better than you? Who better than you to help us in this fight? It's a very difficult fight, very difficult from within Africa itself, even before talking about the imperialists who come to us. The struggle is first and foremost African, because among us Africans, we do not speak with one voice. We do not love each other, it has to be said. We need to be able to transcend these barriers that we have set for ourselves. We need to be able to unite. And I am counting on you women to help us unite. It is the only thing that can allow Africa to prosper and to hope for this independence, this self-sufficiency. Entrepreneurship, industrialization. As I often say, there are many jobs in industry that only you, women, are capable of doing, because you are patient. Today we talk about agriculture, about processing our raw materials so that we can feed ourselves and supply our markets. Who better than you to do it? We are currently writing and thinking about several programs in support of women, especially in rural areas, to create spaces, to find water so they can produce, but also to support them so they can process raw materials. So I encourage you to motivate them in this direction. All women, whether from cities or rural areas, so that they have this entrepreneurial spirit, that's the most important thing, that they can believe in themselves and see that it's possible to go beyond what we ever imagined. To produce and transform for our children, for our parents, for Africa, and it is truly possible. So I congratulate you. I already congratulate you for this initiative, which for me is an initiative to raise awareness among all women, whether rural or urban, so that women can understand that their role is crucial in Africa's industrial transformation. And when it comes to industrial units, especially the larger ones, you women often manage them even better than we men do. So I encourage you to take the plunge in Burkina Faso. Is wide open. It is a country that is just beginning its construction. All women who want to start a business in Burkina Faso are welcome. Above all, encourage all women, no matter where they are in Africa, to become entrepreneurs. And again, you who can advise us so that we have confidence and finance women's entrepreneurship. And I trust you, and I know that a woman does not have as hard a heart as a man. When she is given money or when she is lent money to do certain things instead of moving toward the goal, which is industrialization, we men, very often we might go to the bank, take money for industrialization, but end up doing something else. But very rarely do women act this way. Women are focused on their goals. That's why, once again, we are involved in several programs to try to help them. The true empowerment of our women must come from there. And as I said, every day is Women's Day. And we work every day so that women can become empowered, can become entrepreneurs, because they are the ones who must protect our families. They are the ones who must protect Africa. And so I am counting on you to make sure this message is spread everywhere. It's great that you are present in almost every African country. Keep gathering, keep spreading the message. And I hope that through you, we will be able to unite Africa. That is the most important thing. So I am counting on your tenacity, on your selflessness, so that the message can get through. We have too many differences, often unnecessary ones, in Africa. You can help us to soothe hearts. You can help us, even in the conflicts that plague certain areas of Africa. Women can help a lot. When women speak, we listen. It touches us deeply and can even make us change our minds from one moment to the next. So I encourage you to keep advocating, to speak out, to raise awareness in Africa, to help us put an end to this war so that we can get to work and support you in your endeavors. I am counting on you, and I hope the goal will be achieved soon. Thank you very much for coming. This won't be the last time, and I remain available for anything we can do together. Rest assured, the role of women is immense in our program, and through you, we will achieve great things. May God bless you. May God be with you all in your activities. And God willing, very soon, we will meet again to review the situation and outline the perspectives yet to be drawn. Thank you all very much. Long live Burkina Faso. Long live a united Africa, homeland or death.
Wow, what a powerful message from Captain Ibrahim Traore to the African and black women. What Traore is doing is to plant the seed of hope, seed of unity in the homes of African women. My dear lovely family, and this take me to know why they want to overthrow him, why imperialists, why puppets, why perpetrators are busy trying to remove Captain Ibrahim Traore from power. It's because what Captain Traore is doing is prophetic things. And this brings me to the song of Lucky Dube. I like to listen reggae music, and there's a song of Lucky Dube called Leg is Strong. I'm not a good singer, but I will try my best. There are some lines that I'm going to lead in that song. Let me try it. Lucky Dube said, "You can't change the style of playing reggae. You can change the rhythm of playing reggae, but you never ever change the message." You see, also like Dube went far and said, "They tried to destroy it many years ago, killing the prophets of reggae, killing the prophets of reggae. But somebody say, oh, the birds, heads." Yes, yes. So what I see, Traore is a prophet. They tried, they tried to change him. They can change the style of talking with Traore. They can try to change the rhythm to Traore, but Traore will never change the message. They have tried many times to overthrow him. Just imagine a president who has survived more than 50 coup attempts, Captain Ibrahim Traore. You may ask why they fear and what they fear from Captain Ibrahim Traore. They fear the awakening of Africans. What Traore is doing, you know, these people, I think they are so demonic. They are so demonic. They have, I think that they know, they see far. They see that in the near future, if Traore will be here, this continent will unite. Traore, what he's doing is to plant the seeds of hope, the seeds of unity. Look right now how people are moving to Ouagadougou. You have seen football legends visited Ouagadougou. You have seen African diaspora and Afro-descents visited Ouagadougou. Leaders visited to Ouagadougou. Right now, Ouagadougou is like a place for baptism, where you come and you go out as a flash. So, and that's what they fear. So Traore is trying to change the mentalities of Africans. And you may ask why African women and the girls and the ladies visited him. And you know, when God wants to do things, he uses people. And what Traore is is doing is to tell African women that when you get birth, tell your child, we have tried our best, but one thing is, it looks difficult for us, is the issue of unity. We tried to fight for independence, we tried to fight for economic freedom, yet we are still not attain economic freedom. Why? Because of disunity. So when you get a child, tell it, or a baby, tell it that you need to unite. You need to come together. Our salvation is our unity. And that's what the Western and these puppet leaders and these bodies that are in the continent of Africa working for as agents fear. They fear the unity of Africa. They fear the awakening of Africans. And that's why you see they have tried many years ago, many times, to overthrow Captain Ibrahim Traore. They tried to kill him. They tried to destabilize Burkina Faso. They used neighboring country of Cote d'Ivoire to see how they can destabilize Burkina Faso, but never ever change the message. We can't change the message. We can't change our message. We must tell the world that Africa must be free and Africa will unite. The current political leaders, political figures, if there's a possibilities to bring them together, we have to tell them that you politicians, you are failing us. We are poor because of you. If we unite, we can use resources in Congo for the benefit of the entire continent of Africa. You say we don't have technologies. Recently, you saw young Burkinabe created robots. You say we don't have technologies. Remember what happened to young Zimbabwe and Chikumbuso. Go to Tanzania, young people created aircraft, and you are telling us we don't have technologies. Look, during COVID-19, you remember the young people in Senegalese create ventilators. Young people in Kenya created ventilators, creating AIs. Why you are telling us we don't have technologies? It's you politicians, it's you fake politicians who are being used by imperialists to learn their agendas. You are failing us, and if there's a possibility, there's a need for them to be removed. And I congratulate President Kagame. A few days after, I shared a video of President Kagame speaking the truth very openly, that if there's a coup, let's be it. Because if we entertain these things in the continent of Africa, we are going nowhere. Because these people are being used. Politicians are being used. So I think there's a need for we Africans, if you have a baby, you have a child, please tell her or him that you have a duty to unite this continent. We have failed as elders. We have failed as the current generation to bring unity in this continent. But you cannot fail. You will not fail. You will be the winner. And that's why I believe that if we come together, we unite, there will be no killings in the continent of Africa. There will be no war. There will be no conflict. There will be no shortage of jobs. There will be no hunger, because Africa will be one. We have everything. We lack leadership. So family, if you have something to share with us, please do so through the comment section. The aim was to share the powerful speech delivered by Captain Ibrahim Traore to African and black women who gathered in Ouagadougou to support him and to see how they can bring support toward a united Africa. Yes, we are in the difficult journey, but we are going to win this battle, because I see the awakening. African women are so brave. If you mention a few of them coming to Dr. Alkana Chombo, President of Namibia, Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, a former African Union chairperson, Nkosana Dlamini-Zuma. So African women are so brave, and we appreciate to them. But we men have been saying this in one of my video, we men, we are being used to destroy this continent. It's we men who are stealing from our countries and hiding money outside. It's we men who are promised to have different homes in different capitals, in Dubai, in Paris, in Washington. It's we, Brussels. It's we. It's African men who are fighting each other. Look what's happening in Sudan, brother against brother. In Congo, it's we men. If we men, we can change our attitude, we can change and stop being used, this continent will be at safe. African continent is in this situation because of African men. African men, you are polluting the continent of Africa. African men, you are not doing what men must do. Look at the Europeans. How is it possible that Donald Trump can speak on behalf of millions of Europeans and white men? And you see, his voice is recognized. Come to Africa. When Traore is speaking, African leaders don't listen. But look, when Trump speaking, and there's one thing that I wonder, African leaders, they prefer to listen Trump than Traore. It's because of the egos, jealousies among African men. Let us now act as a man, as a king. So let us not speak for too long because I fear to spoil. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.